This is the story of a man who spent his entire life chasing money, but when he finally became rich, he discovered something heartbreaking, something money could never buy back. Before we begin, tell me, what is more important to you, success or family? In a busy city lived a man named David. David was known as one of the hardest working people in town. Every morning he left home before sunrise. Every night he returned long after dark. His dream was simple. He wanted his family to have everything he never had: a beautiful house, a nice car, a comfortable life. And for years, that is exactly what he worked for. Whenever his wife asked him to spend more time with the family, he always gave the same answer: just a little longer. When I become successful, I'll have more time. When the business grows, everything will be better. His wife smiled, but deep down she felt sad, because she knew something David didn't. Children don't wait forever. David had a young son named Ethan. Every evening Ethan would sit by the window waiting for his father. Sometimes he would fall asleep before David came home. Other times he would leave little drawings on the table hoping his father would see them. But David was always too tired, too busy, too distracted. Years passed. David's business grew. His income increased. His dreams were coming true. But something else was happening. His son was growing up without him. One day Ethan came home excited. "Dad, I have a football match this Saturday. Will you come?" David looked at his calendar. "An important business meeting." "I'm sorry, son. Maybe next time." Ethan smiled and said it was okay, but his eyes told a different story. The next year Ethan asked again. "Dad, I'm performing on stage at school." David promised he would come, but at the last moment work called. He never showed up. Again, and again, and again. Slowly, Ethan stopped asking. That should have worried David, but he was too busy chasing success to notice. More years passed. David became wealthy. He bought a large house, luxury cars, expensive watches, everything he once dreamed about. People admired him. They called him successful. But inside the house, something felt empty. One evening David came home and noticed something strange. The dinner table was quiet. His son was no longer there. His room was empty. A note rested on the desk. "Dear Dad, I got a job in another city. Don't worry about me. You've always been busy building your future. Now it's time for me to build mine. Take care. Love, Ethan." David sat down slowly. For the first time in many years, he felt completely alone. The next morning he walked into Ethan's room. There were old football trophies, school certificates, family photos, and in one corner stood a small wooden chair. The chair Ethan used to sit on while waiting for his father. David touched the chair. Suddenly memories rushed back. The football matches, the school performances, the moments he promised to attend, the moments he missed forever. For the first time, tears filled his eyes. Not because he lacked money, not because he failed, but because he finally understood the price of his success. Years later, David sold part of his business. He spent more time with people he loved. He repaired his relationship with Ethan, slowly, patiently, one conversation at a time. One evening while sitting together, Ethan asked, "Dad, if you could go back in time, what would you change?" David looked at him and smiled sadly. "I would still work hard, but I would never be too busy for the people I love." Glowing star moral of the story: success is important, money is important, but the people who love you are even more important, because money lost can be earned again. Time lost can never return. So work hard for your future, but don't forget to be present for the people who make that future worth living. If this story touched your heart, like, comment, and share it with someone you care about. Sometimes a simple reminder can change a life.